Okay, now we've played with actions, we've run an action through the image processor to add our watermark. Now what happens if we want to run more than one action and we want to run that through on the image processor? Say for example we had 100 images and they're all like this, they're all dark by about a stop, they need a color boost, and then we'd like to add the watermark, sharpen them up and flatten them out to do as proofs. Let's see how we can do that. So I'm just going to bring this one into Photoshop, and what we're actually going to do, we're going to create an action that runs other actions. And now if you were just going to do sharpen and watermark, you could have this as a permanent action that you could run and you could proof all your images. And then if you want to do one that has more steps, like increase the exposure and boost the color, then you can do them as and when you need them, and that's what I'm going to show now. So first of all, I'm going to create a new action. We're just going to call this boost proof, and we're going to click record. So now while we're recording, we can also play other actions. So I'm going to click under expose and play. Okay, that brightened that up nicely, maybe a little bit too much, so I'm going to drop that one down to about 70%. Next, I'm going to look at this. You see it has screens. I want to color boost it next, but if I apply color boost now, while it's in the screen, it's actually going to be too bright and it won't work. So my next action is going to be flatten, and then I'm going to go color boost, play, and then I'm going to run this again because I think it needs it again. Okay, and now what I want to do is flatten that down, and then I'm going to run my high pass sharpen, and if you remember in this one we actually had a flatten action as well, so that's flatten that down. And then last but not least, let's get the watermark. Press play, and there we go. So we've boosted the exposure, boosted the color, we've sharpened it, flattened it down, and added the watermark. So now I'm going to hit stop. Okay, so now let's try this with a few images. So let's go back into Bridge and let's get our image processor running. So hold my control key down and I'm left clicking to select these three tools. I'm just selecting three for now, just so I can run through this fairly quickly. And we're going to go image processor. So this is going to open up inside Photoshop. Okay, so it's the three images from Bridge. It's going to save everything in my finished images file. It's going to save them as a JPEG, and we're going to run the boost proof action. So we have that set already there. Boost proof, that would have been at the bottom of my thing. Okay, so let's click run and let's watch these run through. So now this is one action running all those other actions for us. And let's have a look in our finished images folder and we can see this working. Here we go, it's created a folder of JPEGs. There's the first one. And it's just running through now. There's the second one. And coming up to the third one. There we go, so that's the third one. So now we have three images, and like I say, you can run this through any number of images. You select them in Bridge, you go to your image processor and you tell Photoshop to run through, and it's a really good way. If you only have one action, you can just run it through normally with the image processor, but if you want to run more than one action like we did here, then you just create an action that runs all the other actions.